Odyssey Theatre is returning for its 34th season of Theatre Under the Stars. Let's find out more right now with one of the amazing actors from this show. His name is William Beddoe. Nice to have you here, William.
Nice to be here.
Now, you've been part of Odyssey Theatre's productions, a whole bunch of them over the years.
This is my fourth production.
Yeah.
The first show I did with them was exactly 20 years ago, 1999. So
lots has changed in 2 decades.
some things are. It's still a great spot.
Yeah.
By the river in Strathcona Park.
So it has been there for all 34 years.
That's right. Yeah.
That's amazing. Okay, so why has Odyssey Theatre been doing this for 34 years? Why is it such an annual tradition?
It's Odyssey it's a unique company in a sense in terms of outdoor theater, but it's also, I'm pretty sure, the only company in Canada that specializes specifically in the style of commedia dell'arte.
Okay, so what does that mean exactly?
It's a style of theater. It's rooted in tradition that goes back to Italy, back to the 16th century, where there were sort of type characters, it performed in mask, although sometimes you get a mix of some characters masked and unmasked. And it's sort of a classical style of Italian theater. And then over the years in Odyssey, they specialize in that, although they don't always go, specifically to the Italian theater. And sometimes they'll adapt plays that may not have been written in that style. The current play, The Bonds of Interest, by Jacinto Benavente, who's actually a Spanish playwright, an early 20th century Spanish playwright. His play was written in 1907. But he went back to that older style. He was trying to make a point. He was making a point about the society at the time, about greed and corruption and fraudulent activity and things like that. But he couched it in this older style as a way of kind of sugarcoating the message a little bit, I think.
So this translation, it's a world premiere?
Yes, of this translation. It was developed specifically for Odyssey.
Now you are playing Senior Prosecutor.
Senior Prosecutor, yes.
Okay. So the story is primarily dealing with a couple of con artists?
Yeah, there's two guys who are sort of on the lam, and they do scams to get by, and one plays the Lord and the other plays the servant. And the servant is the one who's really driving everything. Crispin, yes, played by Ross Mullen.
And Ross Mullen, by the way, known for being a White Walker in Game of Thrones.
That's right. He was the, if you remember that terrifying thing, right? I think it was right at the end of season 2 where this White Walker comes up. That was Ross. So,
that's pretty cool.
Yes.
Interesting. So can we talk about the mask that you have brought? Because you say Odyssey Theatre obviously deals with masks a lot.
Yeah.
So is that Senior Prosecutor right there?
This is my mask, yes.
Yeah.
And the masks are all made. We all have to go and have our face cast, so the masks are made specifically for the actors. So this one was made specifically for me.
So how long would it take to make that mask then, with the whole mold and everything?
The mold takes about an hour, I suppose, where you're sitting there with a lot of wet plaster on your face.
Yeah.
And then Clelia Scalia then took all those molds, and she built. In this case, there were 9 masks built for this show. There are 9 masked characters. And as far as I can't really speak to her process, but it's quite an involved process to build these up. But it's a beautiful mask.
Okay, so 9 masks. How many characters are in this performance?
There's 12.
There's 12 in total.
Yes, we've got 12 actors, plus we have a youth apprentice program, and we get a few of our youth apprentices in there as well. So
it's a pretty big production.
It is. Yeah.
How many people in total would you say, like on the stage, behind the scenes?
Well, at the most, the climax of the play, we actually have 15 people on stage.
Wow. And
we've got quite a few more. We've got, we're working, obviously, Laurie Stephen directing, with choreographers, we've got designers. It's a big team. Some really great,
fantastic actors.
Actors and designers, the whole team. Yeah.
Now, it is running for quite a long amount of time. It starts on Saturday the 27th, but it goes all the way until August 25th
Till August 25th, that's right.
So how often is it showing?
Tuesday through Sunday, 8 p.m., plus we have Pay What You Can matinee at 2 o'clock on Sunday.
My goodness, are you up for this challenge? Because that seems like a lot of...
It's a lot of shows, but it's great. As I say, this is my 4th one. I keep coming back. It's a lovely spot down by the river, and it's a great theater under the stars.
That's amazing. And it looks like a lot of fun, of course. More details, simply go to odysseytheatre.ca. William, thank you for being here today.
Thanks for having me, and come down to the park.
Yeah, Senior Prosecutor, there you go. Thanks for being here. I'm Dylan Black.